I think you're ready. What do you think? In this video, we'll simply discuss the very easy to take Facebook Blueprint certification. So you know more than enough to take at least some of the exams in Facebook Blueprint. So here in the presentation, I have given you a few important links. Facebook Blueprint is the official certification for marketing individuals and agencies. And so you can get a bunch of official certificates from Facebook. Now, the problem is that you need to pay to take the tests to get certified. I don't know what the exact price is. I think it's around $50 right now, and we expect it to be dropping, and we expect them to become free in the future. You should check the current price right now. So you have these links over here where you have Facebook Business Learn certification and the link for the agencies and the Facebook Blueprint student catalog. So let's go ahead and take a look at all these guys over here. So first of all, if you go to the student catalog, you will see the Facebook Blueprint homepage. And here you can actually filter the topics and focus on specific things that you want to learn. So Facebook does provide some videos and some courses on their platform, but you should take these with a grain of salt. Honestly, they're not too good, and they are very, very, very beginner friendly. So you will most probably get annoyed after watching this course. And so the right approach that I would recommend to you is to just watch the ones that you that you need for the particular test that you want to take. So let's take a look at the tests and I'll show you how that works. So if you go to facebook.com/business/learn/certification, you will get to this page. On this page, there are 5 tests that you can apply for, and unless you are a marketing developer and you have been developing stuff with the Facebook API, you should not try these ones. They are advanced and they are about stuff that we have not learned about. And also the community manager is not for us. So you have 5 possible tests that you can take, 5 possible certificates that you can take. But I say possible because there are some that will be hard and you might not have the sufficient skills to take them. So, first of all, the Facebook Certified Digital Marketing Associate. Now, all of you should be able to take this one. So once you click that link, you will go over here to this page. And this is the ideal candidates for certification. Here are entry-level marketers, including students and job seekers. You don't need to learn anything more to actually take this test. And before you pay for the test, there is a recommendation from Facebook, and I actually do recommend you do that, that you take the 30-question practice test to familiar yourself with the exam content. Right, so the way you do that is you just go and take it over here. I've obviously completed that already, so I can't show you how to take it again, but you can take that test. I don't think you should go to the Learn section over here, because you should already know absolutely everything that you need to know if you did not skip many of the videos in this course. And of course, these courses have the benefit of not being too long, but they also kind of speak in the Facebook lingo, right? They use the Facebook terminology a lot more, and I'm using kind of the old school general terminology that the whole marketing world is using, and Facebook has their own. Just like Google has their Googliness, Facebook has their Facebookness, I guess. So for this, you can take this course if you want. I would not recommend it too much because it will be just very annoying since you already know a lot of these things. Now, some things might be interesting. For example, like how to create an ad on Facebook would be very, very boring for you. And some of the things that they would teach you here, like how to select the right objective, studying that from Facebook is not good because you want to learn it from people who actually tested and experimented. For example, we know that the conversion objectives work much better than the traffic objectives in most cases, and here they will teach you otherwise. You don't want to be doing this to yourself, and you should take this information mostly for the purposes of the tests. Now, each course has its own course around it, but for example, like the essential guide to split tests might be useful, and so on. You know, how to set up and use the Facebook pixel for your ad campaigns might not be very useful for you, right? You already know a lot of these things, so you should be able to take this test straight away, test your skills, and then register and take the exam. Once you get your certificate, go to the Discord group and post it there for bragging rights. And you should obviously include it in your client proposals if you want to run ads for clients. And if you want to get a job as a digital marketer, you should also attach that certificate. It certainly does help. People do recognize Facebook and so on. So that's a great thing for you to do. Now, these practice tests are actually cool, and they will kind of show you similar questions to what you'll be going through in the actual exams. Now, if you really fail the practice test, maybe you're not ready, but they do show you which answers you got wrong, and maybe you can then investigate those areas inside of the Facebook Blueprint course. Sometimes it won't be that you are wrong, it would be rather that the questions Facebook is posing are either tricky, which they do that, so the question themselves are misleading in one sense, and it's also possible that you don't know some things, you did not learn them correctly, or Facebook is teaching them in a way that's different to what I'm teaching, which can happen. I would, of course, recommend you listen to me when making campaigns, but you should listen to them and their courses when it comes to the exam because of reasons, you know, because they made them. So this one you should definitely be able to take. Now, this one, the Facebook Certified Marketing Science Professional, is really hard. So you might not want to try that out unless you actually pass the practice test with something like 80%. Now, the problem with that test is that you need to actually know SQL. This is, if you don't know what that is, you better not take that test. And you need to know statistics to a high degree. Now, if you really want to take that exam, there's a crash course course on statistics on YouTube. Just search for crash course statistics and you can get a bit more information about statistics there. And also there is a PDF that's kind of freely available from MIT. It's an MIT textbook on statistics and probability. You want to take a look at that if you're going to learn statistics. And also there's MIT OpenCourseWare where you can find very good courses on statistics. So if you want to learn statistics, go to the MIT OpenCourseWare, read their textbook. And if you don't know anything about statistics, then you can also check the crash course. But if you don't know statistics very well, and if you don't know what SQL is, you better not pay for taking that exam because you will fail it. This is like marketing science professional. They really mean that you really need to know your statistics over here. Now, the next one is the Facebook Certified Creative Strategy Professional. Again, before taking it, take the practice test. You should be able to take this one. It says strategy professionals with experience developing creative advertising strategies on Facebook, Instagram, and Messenger for brands. Now, I would recommend you take this test if you have really listened to me throughout this course, because a lot of the things that I talked about for developing creatives and making strategies would be applicable over here. And this is a bit of a harder one, but if you know how to build your strategies, it's a good one. And of course, definitely take the practice test before you do that. And again, you can open up this section here. They have a bit more, interesting things, and this course is a bit shorter than the other ones, so you can actually take it. It's not too long. As you can see, if you sum these up, 10 minutes, 25, 15, this is like probably a 2 hours course that you can take to learn the lingo and really understand what they mean behind the questions. And maybe it's also not a bad idea to kind of go through it. It's not bad, right? It's not as the simple stuff that you would learn in the first test, right? So let's go back to them and take a look. This one you can take. This one you can take if you know statistics and SQL very well. So this one is very, very hard. This one you can take, and in order to make sure, you need to check the test, the practice test, and you need to check the course that Facebook provides to learn the lingo and be able to answer the questions. The rest you know from me. Same goes for the media planning professional and for the media buying professional, right? These are quite good. So let's go to the 400s. Let's close this one. This is for digital planners, media planners, programmatic planners, comms planners, marketing consultants, planning and buying hybrid roles. This is a bit of a more advanced one again. And so you might want to check the blueprint resources on that. The advanced ones actually do make sense, and they provide some valuable insights that you might want to know. Like this one is a bit longer. It's maybe more like 3 hours, but it's good for you to take to solidify your knowledge, everything that you learned from me. And there's also some things that are added over there. They're presented well, so I do recommend you take that before you take this exam. And same goes for the buying professional. Now these here things you would know a lot more, and you would, you're basically learning how to manage accounts and so on. And so you should be able to do that. However, this includes a lot of consulting questions and how to resolve certain topics. And Facebook actually has a bit of a, let's not call it twisted, a bit of a different way of looking at things. And they work on the more like enterprise level with these over here. So again, test your skills and learn with the blueprint courses. This one will take you another possibly 3 hours to go through, but they are not bad courses. Again, they are good. Some of these information over here can be annoying, but they do have some good insights over there that you can use, and maybe you can learn some small tips and tricks. Now, on the annoying part, you should just take it. It's annoying. You will know most of the stuff. I know it. Just speed through it if you can to adopt Facebook's way of thinking just for the exams. And then just take the exams, take your certificates, and leave. Right, so let's go over again. These 4, you can take. This one, very, very hard. So because of the statistical problems. And this one, you need to kind of know a little bit about consulting and so on. So yeah, but at least take this one. It should be very, very easy for you because you already know a lot more than you're supposed to know to take that exam. Now, you can also join the Facebook Marketing Partners. So what you need to do for that is you need to have your own Facebook Business Manager for your own company, not for the clients, but for your own company. And then you can turn that into a Facebook Marketing Partner. And you do that from here, and you open this Facebook Marketing Partners page, FMP Agencies, and here you will see, I can't show you like how the registration actually looks because I already have an account, and you can see, for example, you will see some stats about your account, and you will get some resources over here. These are not so important. The important part is that you register. And once you do register, you will be able to see here in Business Manager, there is a thing called Partner Center. And once you open Partner Center, you will be able to see your profile, and you can even get customers from here, update your profile, and so on. And you should know that they're currently working on it. So it's actually being repaired right now, and there's lots of updates coming to Partner Center, and you're supposed to be making getting leads from there, and you can also manage them from here. And if you become a reputable agency in your area, you might get some good leads from that. There are actually a bunch of requirements that you need to cover. You need to have well-performing campaigns. You need to have pixel data in your campaigns, obviously. You need to have good conversions, good return on ad spend, and things like that. Those are not as important as the actual spend. So you need to spend large amounts of money to go to the higher tiers and gain the higher benefits. You will be able to see all of that in Partner Center, and also on the Facebook Blueprint agency portal, where you can learn, there's blueprint courses for agencies as well. So there's community management and ads policy courses. You should be able to take the ads policy course, but that's really, who cares that you have a certificate for ads policies? No one really does. And there's additional lessons over here that are specifically for agencies. There's Blueprint Live, some live webinars that they do, and there's the Blueprint practice test for agencies. It's mega easy, so you should be able to take it from the first try. You can see the agency benefits over here if you want to run an agency, and find like what you get at what are the different agency tiers, and kind of the spend optimization requirements and recommendations, and reporting. You can see, resources, training, support, and different events. If you are like in the UK or the US or in some of the nicer countries, you could attend some of these events. They're not available everywhere, and especially now with COVID, there's no live events, but you can see those partners events over here, upcoming events near you. And if you click that, you will see, for example, that there are no good events coming near me. That the closest ones are in the United States, which is about on the other end of the world. So those are the closest ones. This might happen as well, but not to worry. The important part though is that you register for the Facebook Marketing Partners. Even if you're not a marketing agency, you can get benefits from Facebook Marketing Partners. Just like if you have your own business and you become a Google certified partner, you get benefits. Same thing with the Facebook Marketing Partners. Just create yourself an account, submit whatever you need to submit there, and make yourself upgrade your business manager account to a partner account. And you can do that just to accumulate the spend to go and reach the higher tiers later on. It will take time, but the sooner you register, the sooner you will actually start getting the benefits of the Facebook Marketing Partners program, and it's developing over time. Facebook are going to be focusing a lot on that program since agencies matter a lot for them. This is one of the key advantages of Google, because Google has a huge network of marketing partners and partner agencies, and they have a huge educational program around that. So kind of Facebook Blueprint is the equivalent of the Google certification programs. They know that Google is winning big time on that front, and Facebook is focusing on that. They will be growing it and developing it a lot. So I definitely recommend that you at least register for that, and 100% at least take the simple exam, the 101 Facebook Blueprint exam. You should be able to take it. Here's the link over here. The first one in the presentation. You can go ahead and take that at least. The other 3 are a good, nice to have, and they kind of really show a bit of a higher proficiency. This one is really hard, but you should be able to take at least 1 or 2 of these to showcase your mastery of Facebook ads. And that's everything I have on the Facebook Blueprint certification, guys. Just go ahead and take it and become a Facebook marketing partner with your business manager as soon as you can to accumulate the spend in your account. And I'll see you guys in the next video, of course.